Hello everyone, this is CoolPro195 and welcome to part 18 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy for the PS4, and in this part we are doing a time trial playthrough to earn all the platinum relics in the 4th warp room in Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, and we are starting off with level 16 hanging out. So the target time for this level for a Sapphire Relic is 1 minute and 25 seconds, however we're going for a Platinum Relic. So to recap, the target time for a Sapphire Relic is 1 minute and 25 seconds, for a Gold Relic it's 1 minute 3 seconds and 82 milliseconds, and for a Platinum Relic it's 56 seconds and 23 milliseconds. So let's jump right into level 16 hanging out. This run has resulted with a Platinum Relic with a time of 52 seconds and 82 milliseconds, which I gotta say is really close, telling by the run that I've just done, and the amount of attempts that I went through this level, and you don't even wanna know. Now I've officially earned the Platinum Relic for level 17 or level 16 hanging out. Yeah, it's level 16 hanging out. To recap, the time I got for level 16 hanging out for a Platinum Relic was 52 seconds and 82 milliseconds. So yeah, I was roughly 4 seconds past the time, which is quite decent. So yeah, so what I gotta say for the target time for a Platinum Relic, it is sort of lenient, but at the same time, you know. The level geometry and the physics, as for many other levels, this goes without saying. Like, it just doesn't suit the physics. It doesn't suit the level design whatsoever. A few gripes I got about this run was the fact that there's a really stupid clock placement. They placed it after those 3 enemies, so potentially the player would waste a shit ton of lives. Or could potentially waste a shit ton of lives if they're not that great at the game. You know, it's unfair on those people. But you know. And plus, some of the enemies, they don't go fast enough. You know, one of those enemies that are flying past the mesh that you hang on. Yeah, that really doesn't help the situation whatsoever. So yeah. So another thing about those 3 enemies at the start, sometimes when you slide spin and you actually hit them, you still get hit by its death animation, where the fire just swirls around. Just think about that for a second. Taking damage to a death animation from an enemy. Does that make any sense to you at all? Because I don't see that making any sense whatsoever. So yeah, anyways, that's officially this run done. That's that finally out of the way. It took a long ass time, but we finally got there in the end. But anyways, now moving on to level 17, Digging It. The target time for a Sapphire Relic in this level is 2 minutes and 40 seconds, however, we're going for a Platinum Relic. So to recap, the target time for a Sapphire Relic is 2 minutes and 40 seconds, for a Gold Relic it's 1 minute 48 seconds and 12 milliseconds, and for a Platinum Relic it's 1 minute 36 seconds and 77 milliseconds. So yeah, let's jump right into level 17 Digging It for the Platinum Relic run. This run resulted in a Platinum Relic of a time of 1 minute, 17 seconds and 27 milliseconds. And while this level took a long time to get a Platinum Relic run, the amount of attempts that I had to deal with, all because of stupid bullshit, you know. Now that's the Platinum Relic for level 17 Digging It officially earned. And finally, aside from the bullshit, we finally earned the Platinum Relic for this level, and it took a long time due to all the shortcomings that I had to deal with. Anyways, and before I get more into that, to recap, my time for this level to get a Platinum Relic in level 17 Digging It was 1 minute 17 seconds and 27 milliseconds. So I gotta say, like, the time for this level was actually quite lenient, especially for the fact that I used a damage boost there in a successful run, even though it didn't go 100% to plan. You know, due to the mechanics in this AAA remastered build of, you know, the original trilogy. But yeah, they made it the way they made it, but you know. It's nice to know that the Platinum Relic target time was lenient for what it was worth, especially due to my level of competence with Crash Bandicoot games in general, you know. But yeah, anyways, I'd say that's still a decent time regardless. I mean, it landed me a Platinum Relic, so that's obviously good enough for the Let's Play. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you know. By the way, now I'm gonna get more into the runs themselves. But yeah, there was one time, or a few times, where I was like near the end, but out of nowhere, Crash would just body slam all because of the fucking mechanics. I mean, that happens a lot. That's actually a common problem with a lot of people. It's not just me that's been happening to, it's been happening to other people who also happen to be professionals at Crash Bandicoot, such as myself. But yeah, anyways. Moving on to level 18, Cold Hard Crash. The target time for a Sapphire Relic in this level is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. However, we're going for a Platinum Relic. So to recap, the target time for a Sapphire Relic is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. For a Gold Relic, it's 2 minutes, 6 seconds and 7 milliseconds. And for a Platinum Relic, it's 1 minute, 35 seconds and 99 milliseconds. So let's jump right into level 18 Cold Hard Crash for the Platinum Relic run. This run resulted with a Platinum Relic of a time of 1 minute, 28 seconds and 42 milliseconds. And man, this took bare time, you don't even understand. It took as long as it did for me to complete Road to Nowhere with a Platinum Relic in Crash 1, so yeah, let's just say it was as bad as that. But slightly worse, in a way. Now that's officially the Platinum Relic earned for level 18 Cold Hard Crash. And to recap, the time I got for a Platinum Relic in level 18 Cold Hard Crash was 1 minute 28 seconds and 42 milliseconds, which I gotta say was a decent time. And yeah, as you can see, of course, I took the death path route because it was much faster. It's a shorter route, so yeah, I was bound to go for that. Then again, a lot of people went for that route despite the fact that there are no time boxes there. Although, there was a little bit of fuckery at some points, especially when, when I landed and the icicle and the seal partially made me slide backwards as if Crash was pulling a Michael Jackson or some shit on the ice. That's how fucked up the ice physics are in this AAA remastered build. Not only that, but sliding on the snow, that doesn't make sense either. And at some points, there was that previous issue that I've been having with, the snow levels. So yeah, hopping to the center of that platform really does not help. And that's not even all of it, some of it was to do with the fact that the stupidest shit just happened. There were plenty of opportunities, I'd say at least 3 or 4 opportunities that I could have already had a perfect run on that was decent enough to get a Platinum Relic. But out of nowhere, I either died for no fucking reason whatsoever, or Crash just wouldn't, get the fuck up on that platform, when you go up those 2 final steep areas before those last pair of rolling stones, and that long pit before the portal. Yeah, that's also a common issue. And yeah, the reason why I said that this was the high road Platinum Relic in Crash 1 was the fact that I happened to have had to start a second recording for this part entirely, and I did the same thing. And the funny thing is that what's even more significant about the two, part 18 and part 5, I believe it was, yeah, it was part 5, was the fact that it had to be split into 2 segments, and on the second segment it took roughly 2 hours. On the second segment alone, it took roughly 2 hours to complete the level with a Platinum Relic in it. What the fuck are the chances of that happening, Although funnily enough, they're both roughly snow levels, if you look at the bridge levels in a certain way, but But even though these are more of snow levels than those bridge levels were in Crash 1, but anyways, that's enough of talking about Cold Hard Crash. And I know I can get a better time myself personally, but there was just that bit of hesitancy at the end, where I knew I could have gone through those, rolling stones, considering I had 2 Akuraku masks. But at the same time, it was also a risk taking a damage boost, because I could have fallen down the pit anyway. So yeah, it's a good thing I took precaution there, for the sake of earning the Platinum Relic in this level for the Let's Play. Anyways, man, I had a lot to say about this level. Man, Cold Hard Crash, man, people are right when they say it's Cold Hard Trash, Some people are right on that front. I was right to say it was Cold Hard Twat in a previous part, but Cold Hard Twat and Cold Hard Trash are both suitable names for this level given the physics in this AAA remastered build. As for the original Crash 2, it's not that bad. It's actually fairly decent. Anyways, now finally moving on, as I can see Crash just waiting patiently for me to move on. Now, moving on to level 19, Ruination, The target time for a Sapphire Relic in this level is 1 minute and 58 seconds, however we're going for a Platinum Relic, so to recap. The target time for a Sapphire Relic is 1 minute and 58 seconds, for a Gold Relic it's 1 minute 19 seconds and 36 milliseconds, and for a Platinum Relic it's 1 minute 4 seconds and 36 milliseconds. So let's jump right in to level 19 Ruination. This run has resulted with a Platinum Relic with a time of 45 seconds and 54 milliseconds. And yeah, for some reason I gotta re-enter my name again, but you know. But anyways, I gotta say this took much less time than the previous level, to say the least. Now that's officially the Platinum Relic earned for level 19 Ruination, and to recap, the time I got for a Platinum Relic in level 19 Ruination was 45 seconds and 54 milliseconds. Wow, I'm like close to the end, or close to the world record, but not exactly. Well, not that close to the world record of course, but you know, that's actually a very decent time, and yeah, I take it the times are lenient, or especially for someone like myself who knows the game's like core mechanics in terms of platforming, then yeah. It's no surprise, but the target time though, it's still in a way surprisingly lenient, especially for a Platinum Relic. Like, you'd expect it to be like below a minute, but you know, they make it like just above a minute just to be generous. How nice of them. In all honesty, level 19 Ruination was actually a much easier level to speedrun than level 18 Cold Hard Crash, especially due to all the platforming and everything. Personally, I reckon the platforming in this level is much more straightforward, and yeah, minus the ice physics that also takes away from the equation of piss takes, but it doesn't change the fact that it took multiple tries to get such a really good run, especially a run that's decent enough for a Platinum Relic, and a run which I'm also quite satisfied with as well for the Let's Play. But anyways, moving on to level 20, Behaving, which is the final level we are doing in this part for a Platinum Relic. The target time for a Sapphire Relic in this level is 2 minutes, however we're going for a Platinum Relic. So, to recap, the target time for a Sapphire Relic is 2 minutes, for a Gold Relic it's 1 minute and 22 seconds, and for a Platinum Relic it's 1 minute 13 seconds and 42 milliseconds. Well, 2 minutes exactly for a Sapphire. Well, that's lenient, to say the least. I'm not sure about gold, but yeah, it's somewhat lenient. And I reckon the same can be said for platinum, considering it's still like above a minute, given the level, like the length of the level. Personally, like, yeah, we know that behaving is, you know, quote unquote the harder counterpart of level 17 digging it. But it is a relatively short level, just harder obstacles, so it's no surprise that the target time would be shorter. But anyways, now jumping into level 20 behaving for the Platinum Relic run. This run has resulted in a Platinum Relic with the time of 1 minute 10 seconds and 64 milliseconds, which I gotta say is a decent time, considering the run, and of course how the level went, in terms of geometry and everything. Again, the concept was easy to get a hold of, in terms of speedrunning. Alright, now that's officially the Platinum Relic earned for level 20, behaving, and also all the Platinum Relics earned in Warp Room 4 as a whole. So now we have 20 Platinum Relics in total in Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy, or in Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back within this Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. So to recap, my time for a Platinum Relic in level 20 behaving was 1 minute 10 seconds and 64 milliseconds. And I gotta say, this is a very easy level to do regardless, and I didn't do that many attempts, which is all, again, not that surprising considering giving the length of the level and the fact that running through it with the speed shoes just makes it so much easier. It's like the bees can't even catch up to you, like, at most points, literally, you can't even see the bees, like, you can hear them, but you can't see them because you're so far ahead, all thanks to the speed shoes combined with slide spinning and slide jumping, which I gotta say is impressive. And that's also the funny part as well. It's like the speed shoes are too fast for bees. The bees just couldn't catch up. I was that good at the speed shoes. But yeah, the level Like, the platforming concept is so easy, like, it didn't surprise me at all that I actually, managed to get this platinum relic within, like, minimal attempts, like, a minimum amount of attempts in comparison to all the previous levels. Like, all the previous levels in Crash 2 I'm talking about. Not only that, but, the whole platforming concept of this level was just, it was that clear. Like, every single instance I came across, like, every single strat was, like, instantly thought of within a split second beyond question. It was like, no questions asked, I'm doing this shit, and it works in my favour, just as planned. Although there was only one little piss take, which happens to a lot of people, it's a common problem, and you've seen that I've got electrocuted by that electric gate over there. Well, yeah, I potentially think I could have avoided that, but at the same time, I feel like it was unavoidable, but maybe it was because I was on those speed boosts. Maybe it happens when you're on a speed boost or something, but I'm not entirely sure. Although I did slide, but I'm not sure whether I pressed X too early, like when jumping afterwards. But like jumping after the slide was finished. But that's just how it is. It was certainly much easier than Cold Hard Crash, Like, I was just taking Unbearable to the next level. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Now that's officially all 5 platinum relics obtained in Warp Room 4. Now let's move up to the final Warp Room 5, where we end the part right here. So yeah. Anyways people, this has been part 18 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy for the PS4. And in the next part, which is part 19, I'll be doing the remaining platinum relics in the entire game. So that's the 5 platinum relics in the 5th warp room, starting with level 21, Piston It Away, along with the platinum relics in the secret warp room, which there are only 2 left, finishing with level 27, Totally Fly. And I figured that I've decided to do, the platinum relic runs for the secret levels in the 6th secret warp room, or the secret 6th warp room, however you like to call it, in the same part as I do the platinum relic runs for Warp Room 5. It's because it's just 2 runs and it's not gonna take up that much time, and so effectively, if I was to do the warp rooms, if I was to do the platinum relic runs on the 2 secret levels separately, the video would be short, given the fact that I'm only showcasing the successful runs now, considering, how time constraints have been for me personally. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of that. This was an interesting part, even though it was a piss take that I had to record it in 2 segments, but, sometimes, in certain circumstances, we can't. We just have to make sacrifices. Like, I was not gonna lose sleep on Cold Hard Crash, no fucking way. Or Cold Hard Trash, as some people would like to call it. But yeah, there's no way I was losing sleep on that shit. It's fucked up. That was a work night as well. So yeah, it's no surprise that I didn't want to lose sleep then. But yeah, anyways, that's officially part 18 coming to an end, and see you lot in part 19, where we attempt and conquer the Platinum Relic runs for Warp Room 5 and the 6th Secret Warp Room, or the Secret 6th Warp Room, as some like to call it. Hope you lot enjoyed this video, or part however you like to call it. Feel free and be sure to subscribe, like or rate, however you want to put it. Drop a comment below to leave constructive feedback if you possibly can, and or share it around with your friends and family, whoever they may be. And see you lot in part 19 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. Or another video on some other project that happens to be uploaded on my channel whenever that happens. But yeah, see you on whatever's next on my channel, whenever it happens, whenever it may happen. Until then, laters everyone, peace out.